First annual IPMA Music Awards.
Oh, really? Is it?
We'll have a series of performances by some of the nominated artists. Let's begin with the wonderful dulcet tones of Ginger Ackley.
Ooh, this is a song that I like this time, and it's one that kind of brought me here. It's taken me many places, so. Like many of my songs, true story. I heard a voice from across the green, and it sang of a place that my eyes hadn't seen. Now it plays in my heart, and it grows in my mind. It is time to go home, it is time, it is time. Well, the song that I heard had a story to tell of the good times and bad times, of heaven and hell, and the road that was traveled by my father's kind. And it's time to go home, it is time, it is time. The song and the story lie deep in my heart, of the land and the history of which I am part. And the circle goes round, now the journey is mine, and it's time to go home, it is time, it is time. Oh, land of my father and his father's too, I am making this journey to come back to you. For your story and song give me reason and rhyme. It's time to go home, it is time, it is time. And it's time that I'm home, it is time, it's my time. And I'm home. Thank you guys so much. That was one of the first songs that I wrote that I was really confident about. This is another early song, but it just now found its way onto a CD. It's called Elf King's Horn, a title track to my latest CD that Brian Hankey produced. And believe it or not, I heard the melody to this song in the shower, in the water. I'm very much a water person, and the shower started singing to me, and this song resulted. So this is called the Elf King's Horn. It's a magical song, and the chorus is kind of a spell that you might put around your doorway and windows to keep the wee folk out, but it was already too late. Open the road to the door. twist the vine and the ivy moor. Bring heather sweet and the pure hawthorn, and listen for the elf king's horn. New stage. On grassy hill there stands a maiden proud and fair. Alone is she and never loved to share. For within her heart is a song so sweet and clear. A horn does blow that only she can hear. A young man waits on the hill late upon the summer's day. And fair a face is he. There he stood for to court and to try her love. Oh maiden, pray come and tarry a while with me. Open the rowan to the door, and twist the vine and the ivy moor. Bring heather sweet and the pure hawthorn, the elf king's horn. Good morrow, sir, but I shall not go with you this day. Though there you are and willing to bide with me, for my heart lies there in the night where song is born. My love I hold for the one who does sound the horn. Were set where the sun travels on to the distant west. So sad was she, and her heart was not her own. For my love, she said, will I leave all I hold best? And says he, nay, then forever shall I lie alone. Open the rowan to the door, and twist the vine and the ivy moor. Heather sweet and the pure hawthorn, and listen for the elf king's horn. Away she went through the land, oh, a wandering soul was she, to seek the horn and the one who did play it true. And all those she passed did weep her fate to see. All was all her poor heart could do. On Hallows Eve, when the moon was full in the frosty air, she came upon a circle of stones so cold. Rounded hill did appear there before her true, and from deep inside rang a melody her heart knew. The rowan the vine and the ivy moor. Bring heather sweet and the pure hawthorn, and listen for the elf king's horn. A door she saw in the hill where there was but grass before. Amidst revel gay came the sound she was searching for. Golden light so warm did beckon her deep within, to find the one who had chanced her heart to win. And before her stood their shining young lord who had sought her hand. My love, you have to the land of the sheep been born. We will wed, and our love shall forever stand. Her heart was called by the elf king's horn. The vine and the ivy moor. Bring heather sweet and the pure hawthorn, and listen for the elf king's horn. Here we go. Thank you very much. Now, this is Mooney's song. my boat, oh, rowing my boat, rowing my boat. We are catching some stardust. Rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat. Guess we're gonna need a bigger boat. Now Mooney was a baby with stars in his hair, and he listened to the music when his mama wasn't there. Mooney used to talk to the fishes in the stream, and he danced with the fairies in a moonlight dream. Singing, rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat, rowing my boat. We are catching some stardust. Rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat. Guess we're gonna need a bigger boat. Mooney walked alone through the village square, 'cause the other boys laughed about the color of his hair. But Mooney used to smile as he passed them by, 'cause he'd rather be dancing with the stars in the sky. Singing, rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat, rowing my boat. We are catching some stardust. Rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat. Guess we're gonna need a bigger boat. Would play with the deer in the glen, and he'd ask for eggs from the old red hen. Mooney heard the stories that the sycamore told, all the wonders of the world were his to hold. Singing, rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat, rowing my boat. We are catching some stardust. Rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat. Guess we're gonna need a bigger boat. Had a boat made of rowan wood, and he'd sail to the sky every night he could. 'Cause Mooney gathered stardust in a golden jar to sweeten all the dreams from near and far. Singing, rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat, rowing my boat. We are catching some stardust. Rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat. Guess we're gonna need a bigger boat. Rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat, rowing my boat. We are catching some stardust. Rowing my boat, oh, rowing my boat. Guess we're gonna need a bigger boat. Guess we're gonna need a bigger boat. Guess we're gonna need a bigger boat. There you go. Thank you guys so much. Huzzah, the IPMA. You know what? I am pretty jazzed because I know who my friends are now. And this is so cool, the International Pagan Music Association Awards, the first annual, and you're gonna be able to say you were there. So I'm loving this, I'm loving this. Yeah, bring it down, because it's like way loud. Yeah, it's killing me. I am Mama Gina. You'll meet Nine Toes the Bard later. Slow march of sandhill cranes, summer long driving rain. Water stands 'cause it's got no place to go. Coming storm, the clouds will cry. I think I may never get dry. Old oak limbs, they're hanging heavy and low. And it occurs to me, I don't love you like the breeze on my skin. I think it's safe to say I don't love you like this rain that's never ending. I've fallen short of
of every promise that I made. And I can't be your sunshine, no, I can't be your sunshine in this shade. Water still like a looking glass. One breath, the picture's gone like that. My world is green, oh, but the sky is damp and gray. Wind trails, it leaves the trees behind. And out here, no one seems to mind. Nothing lasts, ah, but this constant state of change. And it occurs to me, I don't love you like the breeze on my skin. I think it's safe to say I don't love you like this rain that's never ending. I've fallen short of every promise that I made. And I can't be your sunshine, no, I can't be your sunshine in this shade. Wish I was solid like the earth here at my feet. Wish I were constant like that river flowing free. I said forever, oh, but that's a long, long time. Wish I were made of stronger stuff. I do love you, but that ain't good enough. I can't love you like this forest loves her pine. And it occurs to me, I don't love you like the breeze on my skin. I think it's safe to say I don't love you like this rain that's never ending. It occurs to me I don't love you like that hawk takes to wing. I think it's safe to say I can't love you like the winter melts in spring. I've fallen short of every promise that I made. And I can't be your sunshine, no, I can't be your sunshine in this shade. Slow march of sandhill cranes, summer long, driving rain. Water stands 'cause it's got no place to go. Thank you so much. Can we give it up one more time for Ginger Ackley? She was up here just before me. I love what she does. Oh my gosh. We've got so much talent in one spot right now, right here in West Plains, Missouri, in this magical land. So, I fretted, get it? I fretted over, I kill myself sometimes. I should just play the song, right? So, I'd like to introduce you to Nine Toes the Bard. I'll save the whole sordid tale for another evening. But I want to tell you right now about a traveling companion of mine for a little while. You know, sometimes I like traveling alone, but sometimes it's nice to have somebody on the road, you know, that you can hang out with after the gig, so to speak. And when I first met Miranda, I thought that she was a tarot reader who only had one card in her deck. Miranda was a lady of the evening, with a gift of telling fortunes on the side. Her talents, they were ample. I heard menfolk, they did sample her hips and tarot cards, they never lied. Oh, but the rest of her was sweet, sweet fabrication, and she wore a bit more in it every day, until she built a fancy lord out of more than he could afford. Miranda said, "For I lose my head, I best be on my way." Lie, 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 to die, lie, to day. How many people out here read tarot? So you will understand this next bit. And now every card's the answer to the trouble that you're in. So she asked the cards, which one's the one she couldn't live without? She tossed them in the air, kept the last to fall upright, and she threw the other 77 out. She took that card deep inside her corset, laced it tight and packed what she had left. And now it might have been some magic, or the 6 days on the run, when she unlaced herself, that devil's grin was inked upon her breast. Ah, truth be told, she ain't playing with the full deck. Truth be told, it doesn't matter, not one bit. She's the best at telling fortunes, and you best get out your gold for Miranda and that devil on her tit. Oh yes, Miranda and that devil on her tit. Now you got to love a woman keeps her cards close to her chest, and Miranda's got the devil's own to guard. If you want some cavorting, well then it'd be your good fortune. She's got something else in mind when she says she'll read your cards. Oh, truth be told, she ain't playing with the full deck. Truth be told, it doesn't matter, not one bit. She's the best at telling fortunes, and you best get out your gold. Oh, Miranda and that devil on her tit. Oh yes, Miranda and that devil on her tit. Now Miranda spent some time with ink and needle, and every tarot card, is a tattooed on her flesh, from the major to the minor. No, you won't see nothing finer than when Miranda gets to shuffling her deck. Ah, truth be told, she ain't playing with the full deck. Truth be told, it doesn't matter, not one bit. She's the best at telling fortunes, and you best get out your gold for Miranda and the devil on her tits. Oh yes, now truth be told, she ain't playing with the full deck. Truth be told, it doesn't matter, not one bit. She's the best at telling fortunes, and you best get out your gold for Miranda and that devil on her tits. Oh yes, Miranda and that devil on her tits. Ah, Miranda and that devil on her tit. So I have been on quite a journey in the last year. And one of the things that I really thought about as I lay in a hospital bed a year ago was whether I was making a difference. And as pagan, independent pagan artists, we spend a lot of time wondering that, because You know, it's not always a big crowd, but I've learned that it's always an important one. And that every single soul that needs to be here and hear something that I have to say is here. And I'm here listening too, because every single one of you has something to say to me and to everybody else here. And as I was going through this process, trying to figure out what it was I had to say, Nine Toes gave me a song at the end of last year. I'd like to share it with you now. The Red King said, "The moon is mine." The Blue King said, "'Tis not." They gathered troops and armor, the finest could be bought. And as they count the days ahead, the bard she listened well to the hearts of every man, so she could truly tell the tale. Why do we teach our sons and daughters, oh, what their hearts are for? Then battle for the moon and march them off to war. The bard had seen such bloodshed in her fine young life. She saw no glory in this war and wanted none to die. She could not fight for peace, you know that battle's never won. So she asked her God and Goddess, what else could be done? High up she drew the mother, and down she drew the stars. And in she drew her breath to still her trembling heart. Her gods had gifted her with song. She knew what she must do. And she slept upon the field that night beneath the bright full moon. Why do we teach our sons and daughters, oh, what their hearts are for? Then battle for the moon, march them off to war. 1,001 men to her left, the same upon her right. She sang that sun up in the sky, she sang with all her might. She sang love lost and love that won, and all the while she played. Not a man did cross her, not a man lifted his blade. And when the sun had settled and she lay down for the night, she knew there were two angry kings still itching for a fight. The second morning, like the first, she did what she must do. And though her throat was ragged, her voice, it rang out true. Why do we teach our sons and daughters, oh, what their hearts are for? Then battle for the moon and march them off to war. On she sang through waning moon, and as the nights grew dark, her voice was all she had to keep those kings apart. She never saw the men who wept and left the front for home. She only saw those standing as the moon began to grow. 8 and 20 days she sang, and the bard could do no more. And with heavy heart and God's release, she left them to their war. She watched each slay the other, till no one stood, not even kings. Her tears run freely like their blood. I've changed not one damned thing. But one man stood beside her, once warrior, now free. I'll not lift my blade again, lass, nah.
You've changed the world for me. Why do we teach our sons and daughters what their hearts are for? Then battle for the moon and march them off to war. Why do we teach our sons and daughters what their hearts are for? Then battle for the moon. Why do we battle for the moon? We battle for the moon and march them off to war.
So honored to be playing here with these musicians because, you know what, I'm that kitschy pop artist with backtracks that everybody loves to hate. We love you, and so I'm the little pop Pagan, and you can find me at davidwoodmusic.com, and let's go. It's the International Pagan Music Awards. Come on now, Black Forest Clan. We are a circle within a circle, with no beginning and never ending. I am son of silver, I'm alchemical gold, witch's eyes awaken wood walls, ecstasy in the. My path is lined with silver, woven through blood and bone. Security ways take me back to my Black Forest home. Back to the altar stone. Where I'll never be alone. Ooh, we are a circle. We are within a circle. We are beginning and never ending. There were changes I needed, structure in the storm, and with the path of knowledge, learn to make it on my own. My way is spun of silver, woven through blood and bone, securing me forever to my Black Forest home. Back to the altar stone, where I'll never be alone. Ooh, we are a circle, within a circle, with no beginning and never ending. Woo! Come on! Sing with me now, you know it, come on. We are a circle, within a circle, with no beginning and never. Within a circle, with no beginning and never, within a circle, with no beginning and never ending. Now I've got a song about control over yourself. This switch don't do pagan standard time, but I'll make time if you're worth it. I don't know who you take me for when I say what, bitch, work it. You got to stand in line, cause I ain't got time, no. When you're the cream of the crop, you gotta rise to the top. I always have something to say, I always get my way. on top. Guess what? You're not. I don't know what to tell you, boo. I can do bigger things than talking to you. I'm king, bitch. I'm on top. Guess what? I don't stop. I don't know what to tell you, boo. You can be like me if you work hard too. Now let me tell you a story. I don't think talk with a half-assed man who doesn't know the business he bought. I'm not cheap, I'm in demand and know enough to know bullshit when they talk. You know you can't play a player, this bitch ain't free. And I can't hate a hater, it's just that they're not me. I always have something to say, I always get my way. You know. Yes, I'm king, bitch, I'm on top. Guess what? You're not. I don't know what to tell you, boo. I can do bigger things than talking to you. I'm king, bitch, I'm on top. Guess what? I don't stop. I don't know what to tell you, boo. You can be like me if you work hard too. I'm king, bitch. Woo. I don't have time for love. I don't have time. I don't have time for love. I don't have time. But you can touch me there. Yes, you can touch me there. You can touch me. I'm king, bitch, I'm on top. Guess what? You're not. I don't know what to tell you, boo. I can do bigger things than talking to you. I'm king, bitch, I'm on top. Guess what? I don't stop. I don't know what to tell you, boo. You can be like me, 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 yeah. You can be like me, you can be like me, yeah. Just had a best friend from high school years and years ago. Will not say how many. She passed away. And this is for her. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted a one time to see you laughing. I only wanted to see you playing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain, yeah. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain. Honey, I never wanted to be your wicked lover. Oh, no, no. Oh, you should know I only wanted to be some kind of friend. And you know never steal you from another, no, no. Oh, it's such a shame, oh, it's such a shame. it's way past time. You know it's way past time. We all reached out for something new. That means you too, baby. You say you need a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. Oh, honey, close out, honey, move on. Let me guide you and through the purple rain. Oh, purple rain. Oh, yeah. I feel purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you, only wanna see you in the purple rain. Thank you so much.
Well, I'll tell you about the first song that I'm going to do. It's called Bella Morte.
I'm an Afro-maniac, Aphrodite rules my dreams. Eros drives the chariot of my erotic schemes. I'm a man-eater, vagina dentata, bella morte, dark mother, and I live in the land of screams. I am the well, the chalice, the womb. I am the ashes, the maggot, the tomb. I am the end, the contraction, the fall. I am the death and beginning of all. I wear a necklace of skulls and of steeds. I wait in the crossroads with dragons and steeds. Some call me raven or vulture and asp, but the universe breathes while held in my grasp. I'm a man-eater, vagina dentata, bella morte, dark mother, and I live in the land of I am the star, the lotus, the rose. Out from my breast the Milky Way flows. The cosmos spins with my spiral dance. Mother of time, eternal romance. Thank you. Purple galaxy. He was into easy, I was into me. I was into watching and watching me. Ooh, the red light changed and then he sped away from me. It was all by chance. That day I first met him in his garden all to see. He was into nature, I was into me. I was into pleasing, having him wanting me. Ooh, a summer rain, a rose washed away the melody. Wasn't that romance? I'll say, oh, what a fool I've been. Oh, what a travesty. Life was a game with a faithful spin. It means love to me. Whoa. Oh, what a fool I've been. Oh, what a mockery. Life was a game with a faithful spin. Purple galaxy. He was into me, and it was all because of me. Ooh, but gothic passion fades when love is taken selfishly. He began to dance. Oh, what a fool I've been. Oh, what a mockery. Love was a game of lose or win, but he gave his love to me. Wow. Oh, what a fool I've been. Oh, what a travesty. Life was a game with a faithful spin. Purple galaxy. Purple galaxy. Purple galaxy. Sorrow in his eyes, ooh. Sorrow in his eyes will haunt me eternally. Ooh, the red light changed and then he sped into eternity without a second glance. My way. Oh, what a fool I've been. Oh, what a mockery. Love was a game of lose or win, but he gave his love to me. Wow. Oh, what a fool I've been. Oh, what a travesty. Life was a game with a faithful spin. In his purple
Thank you. This next song I wrote, it's called Dancing in the Garden. Can you hear that? Better. Why do we have this quarrel? Like this we growl and snarl. Why tempt the fates, love, when there is such great love? We should be dancing in the garden, romancing twixt the sacred walls, twirling be the haunted moon where the fountain's water falls. We should be dancing in the garden, entwined amidst the sweet perfume, kissing round the fireflies where the vine and roses bloom. We should be dancing in the garden, dancing in the garden. On forever, but love is now or never. Why hesitate, love, when there is such great love? We should be dancing in the garden, romancing twixt the sacred walls, twirling near the haunted moon where the fountain's water falls. We should be dancing in the garden, entwined amidst the sweet perfume, kissing round the fireflies where the vine and roses bloom. We should be dancing in the garden, dancing in the garden. Thank you so much. Sorry, we had a little technical issues. Thank you. I love you all so much in my heart.
The first annual Pagan Music Awards from the International Pagan Music Association. I'm going to tell you a little story. A little over a year ago, I had a phone call from my dear friend. I have an idea. Now, I'm a fairly well-trained priest, I think. Priestesses, is that right? I'm okay? And so she said, I have this great idea. And the she, by the way, is the great Melissa Anderson. And I said, okay. I mean, her ideas are always awesome. She said, let's create an International Pagan Music Association. I have the radio show, the radio station, and we have all these musicians. We really need to put together an organization for the artists and the members, and like the American Music Awards. And I said, that's a great idea. And she said, well, we need a website. I said, oh, we got that fixed. And then 5 minutes later, we had a website. And she said, oh, you can't put all that on the website yet because we don't know what we're doing. I said, I know, but I had to put something. Then she called me a week later and said, you can't put that on the website either. And I said, okay, well, what can I put on the website? I don't know. Just put stuff there. So I put more stuff there, and I waited 2 days, and I didn't get any phone calls. So I was okay then. The International Pagan Music Association is member supported. That means that as an artist and as an individual, you become a member, and as that member, you get to vote for your favorite artists. We don't pick the people. We don't pick the musicians. You do. See, we are a community. And as a community, we stand together in mutual support for each other to help each other to be the best that each of us can become. The IPMA works on helping the artist members with their bookings. We help them to find the places where you get to listen to them without them spending hours and hours and hours on the phone. And as associate members or people members, you get to choose who you want to be an artist. Now, we have a lot of nominees, and every one of those nominees is awesome. And when you talk to them, did you notice with all of our artists that they all hugged each other and they all talked to each other? And if you were here early enough, they were sitting together, they were hanging out, because we're all together as a community for the purpose of increasing, not for ourselves, but for linking our music, linking those amazing stories that Rowena told on the music, the way it came to her. 9 Toes and her outrageous stuff. I'm still never one to hear a song about the one-armed bard, ever. And we come together for the interesting purpose, because we are different. It isn't competition with each other. We share, we go together, we go to the same festivals most of the time. We go to the same events, whether we're performing or not, and we stand together to show a larger world what a diverse group of individuals can do. Not everybody is the same. Yes, most of us are pagan, but we're all different flavors of pagan. And we don't have any problem hanging out together, especially if it's hot and Rowena's got a fan. So this is what I want you all to understand in these awards. This is what we, as members of the IPMA board, want you to understand. And to share your experience with others. Because as you share that experience, more and more people will join with you to enhance what we all do together. Because pagan music is not just pagan music, right? It's alternative, as we call it, or esoteric music. And after all, we got the king bitch anyway. Do we ever? That is so true, David. I'm not hitting on him, Hector, I promise.
I'm a nice guy, darling.
Oh yeah, you are a very nice guy. King bitch. Nice guy.
It was the muse. The muse came to him. That's it.
You know, one other group of individuals here. Do you like the show? The light show?
Oh, yeah.
And wait till you see it as it gets darker. Wait till you see what's going on. Mystic and Ember.
Mostly Mystic.
Mystic. Mostly Mystic. Puts this together for everyone. It's even staying, and he's said that he would assist even on the next event, which is the 3 days after this event. So that everyone gets to benefit from his work, and everyone gets to benefit from his service to the community. And we thank you. Okay, so you didn't really want to hear Alfred talk for another 40 minutes or something. I could. I can't talk. Why do they always yell at the bard? Okay, so I am going to get ready here to turn this over, and we're going to start our awards presentation. So I'm going to call up a wonderful individual, Mama Gina Lamonte, the nine-toe bard, who is going to deal with our first set of presentations.
Thank you, Alfred. I love you. So,
I'm used to filling in, you know.
you did. Thank you. So, we're going to move on, and it is my extreme pleasure to get to do this next thing right here. A year ago, I got a phone call, almost a year ago, I got a phone call from the beautiful Melissa Anderson. And she said, we're going to do this thing called the Pagan Music Awards. And I said, that sounds like a really cool idea. And she said, yeah, she said, I want to do something special during those awards every year. She established an award for community service, and we are calling it the Nine Toes the Bard Community Service Award. That's my favorite part. I travel so much, and I get to see so many wonderful people in community. And this first year, I wanted to make sure that we honored someone that works within our pagan music and musicians community. And the first time I met this amazing lady, who does know she's getting an award, she just found out 2 days ago, by the way. The first time I met her, there was an entire tribe, drum tribe, camped out in her living room, and she was trying to make space for my little single twin, air mattress to fit in her living room as well. I was sleeping with Tuathadea. It was great. Amanda Bell has been wrangling musicians at the St. Louis Pagan Picnic for a number of years and worked within that community, but she's done something that we can't live without as pagan musicians. She is always there with an open door, food in the fridge, right? If the truck breaks down and you're within reaching distance of St. Louis, she's like, come to my house. It is truly Amanda's halfway house for wayward pagan musicians.
Blessed be.
And she never says no. She doesn't even think about it, which is completely amazing. This is the year of no. We've talked about that. This is the year of no, but it hasn't actually happened yet. Amanda, would you work your way up to the stage, please, my love? Woo! And would somebody make sure she has a nice, oh my gosh, this is so freaking gorgeous.
Whoa.
come on around the back, and Alfred will make sure that you make it up those steps.
He even has a good inscription on it.
And we're going to read that. We're going to read that. But I'm going to wait till Amanda gets up here so you can see her face. This year, I wanted to make sure that it was somebody who has served the pagan music community, the musicians, these crazy musicians that are out here doing this all the time, every day. And, you know, we don't do this for the money, right?
But buy everyone's CDs, at least 2 or 3.
There you go. Amanda, step in a minute. I want to read this. This is Amanda Bell, by the way. Give her a big hand. I told her 2 nights ago, I said, I'm going to embarrass you. This says Mama Gina Lamont Nine Toes the Bard Community Service Award presented to Amanda Bell. The International Pagan Music Association hereby bestows this community service award for years of unselfish service given to the pagan music community. Your kind acts have truly made a big difference. You have been an inspiration to us all. You want to hold it? Hold it. It's heavy. That's not plastic.
That's genuine lead crystal.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Speak.
I say yes.
Speak.
I say yes to them because they come to us. They come to us every chance they get, and they share their gifts with us. They practice music in our homes. They rehearse. They make these songs to fill our hearts. And if we're lucky, we pay attention and we see their souls, and it's beautiful. And I'm just so grateful I get to do this. So grateful. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me.
All right, we are moving on. I'm putting Mike down. Thank you, guys.
How's everyone doing out there? Yeah. Woo! You know, when I first of all, let me say one thing. I'm a drummer. I'm not a front person or a lead singer, so bear with me if I stumble and stuff like that. Lynn sends her love, and she is very sorry that she was unable to make it today. And I'm kind of sorry she was unable to make it because now I gotta talk. Okay. You know, when I pulled up here, I noticed how calm the land was, and how grounded everything was, and the energy is just so beautiful here. Do you agree? Yeah. Absolutely. And you know, us pagans, we're pretty empathic, and it was like, yeah, this is a cool place, you know, as soon as you pull up. And I want to say, on behalf of, I'm sure, everyone sitting out here, how thankful we are. You know, right on, yeah. Alfred, thank you very much for sharing your land. Okay, moving on now. The other thing I want to say is thank you to the IPMA board members for recognizing the need for a distinct celebration of pagan artistry and artists. And yeah, right on. And I have the pleasure of introducing the award for Best Male Artist. This year there are 3 nominees. Hello? Yes, I'm good? Okay, this year there are 3 nominees. Each stylistically different, yet I believe that they songwrite from their beliefs and their lifestyle as a pagan.
Blood I wear, flower face, queen of spring, awake. Blood I wear, flower face, queen of spring, awake. Blood I wear, flower face, queen of spring, awake. Blood I wear, flower face, queen of spring, awake. Blood I wear, flower face, queen of spring, awake. Blood I wear, flower face.
This witch don't do pagan standard time, but I'll make time if you're worth it. I don't know who you take me for when I say what bitch working. You got to stand in line, cause I ain't got time, no. When you're the cream of the crop, you gotta rise to the top. I always have something to say. I always get my way. You know that I know that I'm king, bitch. I'm on top. Guess what? You're not. I don't know what to tell you, boo. I can do bigger things than talking to you. I'm king, bitch. I'm on top. Guess what? I don't stop. I don't know what to tell you, boo. You can be like me if you work hard too.
In books deemed infallible by authors divine, proclaim the truth for us to make up our minds. We follow them blindly through thick and through thin. Can't raise up a protest without committing a sin. How clever a missive, how clever a tool to keep us like children who follow their rules. To tell us we're lowly, to tell us we're fools who must beg forgiveness from some cosmic tool. You abide in the presence, abide deep within, beyond all the hope, beyond all the sin, beyond all the chaos of life on this earth that brings no contentment since you took this.
This is a pretty sweet moment here. And this is a pretty sweet award. And the winner is David Wood.
Thanks. Wow. I'd like to thank Haynes for their support. Always got to crack a joke, I'm sorry. Thanks for all the people who voted for me. You know, I've been around for quite a while, but a lot of people are finally hearing from me due to great radio stations like the Cauldron.net, InternationalPaganRadio.com, SacredGroveRadio.com. There's all kinds of them that are out there, and everybody who plays it. Melissa Anderson, thank you so much for giving me a platform. Not only does she like my music and she decided to start playing it, but she asked me to do a talk show where I've talked to a lot of you, Ginger Ackley, Rowena of the Glen, and Mama Gina. I've got to interview all you guys, and I finally got to meet you tonight, and I'm honored to be here and honored to win this. And I've got a little story. from the time I was a toddler, I danced on coffee tables and used a hairbrush for a microphone. And I wanted to be, somebody. And I was going to be on the Grammys. Swore I was going to be on the Grammys. And one time I was talking to my mom and stuff like that. And, were you ever popular in high school? And those stories they tell everybody. And my mother said, well, I was nominated Homecoming Queen. And she said, but your grandparents, I knew they didn't have the money to buy me a nice dress, so I backed out. That destroyed me. She never knew it. That drove me crazy, but I was going to be on the Grammys. And when I did, whether I won or not, I was going to take my mom in the best dress that I could afford to buy her, and it was going to be her homecoming queen night, and she was going to go up with me. Now, I was going to bring her, and she has to pack up, and she has to move back to our hometown and my house I grew up in Kentucky, so she couldn't. So this is for her. This is for my mom. This is for her homecoming queen night, okay, because I know she's proud. And, wow, Jack Montgomery and Brand Kardarian, I love all of them, and I'm just honored to be in the same category, and so thank you. Carlos, I love you.
I am a new town and I'm sitting in traffic. Oh God. Gonna go around, gotta get past it. Find myself on a colorful back street. Nice. Where the people walk to the sound of the backbeat. Suddenly the sun is shining, tires dying, gaze prodding. Colors are bright with the rainbow light, and my new blue jeans are fading. Hippie pocket, rock urban medical, cultural, pinnacle. Hippie pocket, rock deep down deep, and you find something sweet. Hippie pocket, rock give me what you got in your hippie pocket. Yeah. Well, my car broke down far from the city. You know when that happens.
And the sky was blue. What happened, I don't know. She touched her father's hands, and she asked him of the earth. For the stony caves below was a place she'd known from birth. My little one, he said, it was so very long ago. The earth was green, the waters clear, and the sky was blue. And the sky was blue. Oh, the sky was blue. What happened, I don't know. She sat by her father's knees, and she looked him in the eye.
My mother's song is like the autumn leaves. She hums along with every breath of breeze. I am with you. I love you. I am you, and you are me. And I hum along. Ooh, with my mother's song. My mother's song is like the falling snow. She takes my hand and then she whispers low. I am with you. I love you.
that we keep, and the stories we have to tell, and the tiny holes we leave along the way, will teach our sons and daughters to love as best we can. But we really shape our children with the things that we can't say. His father died when he was 3. All the whispers on the grave, they didn't think he'd understand, so they never did explain. A young man looked for answers that he couldn't find at home, so he made it up, as we all do, as he went along.
Years ago I came to you, down beneath your ripples, submitting to the mystery of life beneath the waves. Years I floated near you, swimming in your subterrane, rocked within the opium embrace of Triton's tomb. Time I lost just fussing over every little thing you asked for. Let myself keep fading silver fishes through my skin. Somewhere I stopped breathing, but I missed the kiss of air. I cut the waves and left you there, and never returned again. Someday in my castle keep, where rumors fly and questions creep, they'll say to me, what of the Lord of the Deep? I'll say I knew him once, but he was asleep. I'll say I knew him once, but he was asleep. Oh, there's no light where you are.
All the leaves on the Hecate trees shed to the wind till a skeleton claws the sky. I am alone in a forest of memories, dragging behind me the howl of the winter. Hecate, Hecate, Hecate. 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 Hecate, Hecate, Hecate.
And the best female 2017 first annual International Pagan Music Awards. And I've always wanted to do this.
So you can tell who it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
You serve up. I'm sorry. Oh. The winner of the best female is Rowena of the Glen. She's pop, she's hard rock, she's everything. Come on up.
Come here, little guy. Where are you going? Come on.
Do you guys see this?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Okay. First of all, to be among all of the nominees this year, all such excellent, wonderful artists. Let's give a hand to all of them. I didn't think I'd win. I didn't, but it doesn't matter. You know, I thank everyone who voted for me. I really appreciate it. And the true honor was to be nominated.
Yes.
That was the true honor. But this will find a wonderful place on my piano in my music room. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Melissa Anderson. I love you, Melissa. And you have done so much for the pagan community. It just goes beyond words. It just goes beyond words. Yeah, it does. Are you crying? Oh, and I want to thank Mr. Mytor, the Mighty Mytor.
Yay! Mighty Mytor.
There are a couple of people that I want to get up on stage with me, though. The rest of my band couldn't be here, but Ember and Mystic. I couldn't do any of this without them. So thank you so very much. I don't know what else to say before I cry. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you.
Well, we have one more award to give. And I want to say thank you to everyone who is here for this first annual awards. Thank you so much. It's been a real honor to work with all of these musicians. And if you didn't know, there is also on IPaganMA.org, there is something called the Who Am I series. And all of our artist members blessed me with 10 minutes of their very busy schedules to do an interview. And if you haven't heard those interviews, go to IPaganMA.org and listen to all those awesome interviews as well. And of course, congratulations to all of our winners so far. Ready?
Fires led by the twinkling of her eyes, drawing down the harvest moon, silver tongue within ancient rune, across the face returns the tune. The eye can see the rolling hills, though wild and free. And a thing out of time is born in me. I am old, yes, it's true. The holy oak, the rowan tree. him with a sword on his knee. Bang on the anvil, and the hammers of the island leap. Longboats are calling, the Viking forge may never sleep. Thunderclouds are coming, there are still ships on the sea. Yeah. Light up the beacons on the shores of the storm-tossed sea. Hold it in shadow and thaw where the sparks fly free. Light up the beacons, Viking blood can never sleep. Britannia River bright hair has her eye on the
And the winner is. I don't know, should I like get my glasses and everybody have anticipation? Are we looking? The winner is Serpentine. Accepting for Serpentine is Pretty Priest.
I can go here.
Wow! That's enough. Okay, come here. We'll do it again tomorrow. Stand up. Stand up. Now put it on. Put your hat on. Come on. Whoa! Oh, look at there.
This thing is heavy.
Yeah. No.
I'm really honored to be accepting the award.
Yeah.
These are really cool. I'm accepting on behalf of Serpentine because they could not be here, but we were supposed to set up a Skype interview, and they were going to do their own acceptance speech on Skype, which is actually kind of cool. But as many people know here, the internet just, doesn't work very well. And so that's why I'm accepting their award for them, among other reasons. Yes, the 2017 Pagan Band of the Year. And actually all the nominees were wonderful, as all the single awards and the group awards. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for being here and for voting and for being members of the International Pagan Music Association. Well, we have children here, although when I'm in Canada, I often do dirty ditties for children. And they're mostly scatological and children love them. But she's right, there's two songs actually that I want to do, and I think I did them both with Alfred on that really long drive from St. Louis, because the other thing, we keep waiting for the sun to set. But the moon's gonna rise if it hasn't. Okay. Well, I have this song is also on the Pasha and the Pagan CD, and it was written by Ian Corrigan, who is with the Druids. Oh, see, they all know who it is. And I usually sing this as the coffee song, but that's when we're worshiping caffeine. It's already been filked. Excuse me. All right. It's called the Question Song, although that isn't actually the name he gave it when he wrote it. And if you know it, feel free to sing along, and if I mess up a verse, well, you'll just have to go along with me. There you go. And you guys can see the moon? I can't, but you can. All right, because you got to have the moon. And it is full moon tonight. And, well, yes, but yes, now, there's one of our points of contention in our coven, because technically the moon is full tomorrow morning, but this is the night that it's full.
There you go. Right.
So, in honor of the moon, the moon is high above the hill, and we have come to work our will. What is your will, O children wise, oh, to call our queen who rides the skies, oh, our silver queen who rides the sky. But is she dark or is she bright? How shall you know her in the night? What is her token to her own? Oh, that she among you might be known. Oh, that she among you might be known. Well, she is bright as starlight clear, yet in the dark we know her near. The threefold moon is her own sign, oh, that we may know her as divine, oh, that we may know her as divine. How shall you call her from the stars? How shall she hear you from afar? And if she comes into this place, oh, how shall you name her ancient grace? Oh, what shall you name her ancient grace? We dance the circle 9 times 9. We hold on high her holy sign. Draw down the moon upon the green. Oh, hail to Diana as our queen. Oh, hail to Diana, our bright queen. The moon is high above the hill, and we have come to work our will. What is your will, O children wise, oh, to call our queen who rides the skies, oh, our silver queen who rides the skies. You're welcome, yes. Yes, thank you, Moon. The other song, many, many years ago when I moved to California, I was a member of the Bay Area May Day Singers, because instead of singing Christmas carols, we decided we'd go out and sing May Day carols. But, you know, that led to singing carols at every season. And I know we're modern pagans now, but I would like to sing a fairly ancient, I guess it's the 1800s, that's fairly ancient to us. And it was written by Rudyard Kipling, and I now sing the politically correct chorus, although we debated that in the car last night. It's just the nice chorus. And this is called the Tree Song, and we sing it at it's one of our midsummer carols. And summer solstice is coming up in a couple weeks. Anyway, and please, I want to hear you all sing on the chorus. Of all the trees that grow so fair, old England to adorn, greater are none beneath the sun than oak and ash and thorn. Sing, oak and ash and thorn, good friends, all on a midsummer's morn. Surely we sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Oak of the clay lived many a day, or ever Aeneas began. Ash of the Loam was a lady at home when Booth was an outlaw man. And Thorn of the Downs saw New Troy down, from which was London a barn. Witness hereby the ancient cry of oak and ash and thorn. Sing, oak and ash and thorn, good friends, all on a midsummer's morn. Surely we sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. You that is old in churchyard mold, she breedeth a mighty bow. Older for shoes do wise men choose, and beech for cups also. Ah, but when you have killed in your bowl, it is filled, and your shoes are clean outworn. Back you must feed for all that you need to oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good friends, all on a midsummer's morn. Surely we sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Elm she hates mankind and waits till every dust be laid, to drop a limb on the head of him that anyway trusts her shade. Ah, but whether a lad be sober or sad, or mellow with ale from the horn, he'll take no wrong when he lieth along neath oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good friends, all on a midsummer's morn. Surely we sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Oh, do not tell the priest of our right, for he would call it a sin. But we've been out in the woods all night, a conjuring summer in, and I bring you good news by word of mouth, for women and cattle and corn. Now is the sun come up from the south, by oak and ash and thorn. Want to hear another one? Yeah. See, the kids like them. Jeez, I'm trying to think of something clean enough. Oh, I know. I'll sing one like we sing for children. This is a Viking song. I am a member of Freya's Folk, and this was actually written for me by a man from Indiana because I hate this song. And it has a totally new chorus, so you'll just have to bear along with me. But we sing this often at a sumbel, which is a Viking drinking rite because the Vikings like to drink.
Yeah.
And usually we drink mead. And if anybody has any mead, I'll be happy to test it for you. But let's see. Here's to Odin, Thor, Freya, Frey, and Tyr. Now let's toast the gods, 'cause we've got a lot of beer. We've got loot enough to share, 'cause the monks had some to spare. It's an ale hall after all. It's an ale hall after all. Drink some mead and have a ball. Grab your axe and join the brawl. It's an ale hall after all. Well, they call us heathens because we're not a flock, and we'll go on drinking until the Ragnarok. Then they say that we'll convert, but I think that they'll get hurt. It's an ale hall after all. It's an ale hall after all. Drink some mead and have a ball. Grab your axe and join the brawl. It's an ale hall after all. Isn't it a much better version of that song? All right, he will go and worship Thor. He makes all the women sore, but they soon come back for more, and he's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. We went off to worship Venus, and by gods you should have seen us. Now the clinic has to screen us, but she's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Sigmund Freud, now he's another. Kill your father, screw your mother. Feeling guilty, such a bother. No, the shrinks are not for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. We went off to worship Isis till there came a sudden crisis from a rise in tavern prices, but she's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. We will worship like the Druids, drinking strange fermented fluids, dancing naked in the woods, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. It was good for darling Freya. There's no need to ask her Maya. For a necklace she will lay ya, and she's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Meeting at the witching hour by the bud and branch and flower, folks are raising up the power, and that's where I want to be. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me.
Yeah!
A classic.
Thank you, Sue.
You're welcome. I'm making him an honorary eclectet since he popped up, and this is probably...
I like the sound of that.
Eclectet. And I was an eclectet in Pagan 80. This is a song from Witch Side Story. And it's all about a young witch named Psychalia who falls in love with someone who's trying to become a Jesuit priest. So, anyway, I feel witchy, oh so witchy. I feel witchy and bitchy and gay, and I pity any Jesuit who gets in my way. La 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 la. I feel pagan, oh so pagan. It's amazing how pagan I feel, and such power. Well, it simply wants to make me real. La 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 la. See that little witch in the mirror there? What witch, where, who? Such a witchy wand, such a witchy cord, such a witchy sword, such a witchy me. Light the candles, burn the incense. It's the hour of power for me. Witching hour. Chant the spell and so mote it be. La 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 la. I feel witchy, oh so witchy. I feel witchy and bitchy and gay, and I pity any Christian who gets in my way.
Do you feel king bitchy? Queen witchy.
I'll turn it over to King Bitch.
Yeah. King bitch stands bitch being in total control of him or herself. That's. This song is called Hecate. The maiden who seduced you last night, the mother sees you through your trouble, grandmother who will love you but she'll cut you like a knife, three faces of the goddess of the night, Hecate. Hecate, great Hecate. Ooh, she will be the light to death's dark door. She will birth you
touch of a hand will heal woman, child, and man. The guardian of the crossroads of life. Hecate. Hecate, great Hecate. Thank you.
I'm on. Okay, now, our van was so packed, you wouldn't believe what it looked like. I had to sit in the back with my tour, and I had just about that much room, right? Anyway, I bought a whole bunch of grapes, because I was gonna throw them at you through this song, and even lean over and squish them. But I'm sorry, you have to use your, so imagine that that's happening. And I used to say, now you know I love you all. But I used to say, just, tongue in cheek, sometimes this is what I think of love. It's how I feel about love. Whee!
Let that be a lesson to you.
Here's an ode to sour grapes rocking on the vine. Here is an ode to sour grapes. I pick them every time. La 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 la, love to squish them between my toes. Love to shove them when no light shows. I want to punch you right in the nose. Here's the sour grapes. Ooh, sour grapes. Green ones, purple ones, red ones too. Ooh, sour grapes. Squishy ones, rotten ones, ones like you. Ooh, sour grapes. La 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 la, love to squish them between my toes. Love to shove them when no light shows. I want to punch you right in the nose. Here's the sour grapes. Ooh,
Yeah.